Behind Closed Doors. Chapter 1: The Perfect Life. Evan Miller thought he had it all. At 36, he lived in a spacious two-story home in the suburbs of Portland. His job as a financial advisor paid well, and he had a reputation for being dependable and trustworthy. Married for 9 years to Sarah, a charming and intelligent woman with soft blue eyes and a laugh that could fill a room, Evan believed their love had aged gracefully, like wine, not wilted like spoiled milk. And then there was Derek Thomas, Evan's best friend since childhood. Where Evan was quiet and calculated, Derek was spontaneous and magnetic. The kind of guy who walked into a room and made everyone feel like they were part of something special. The three of them had been inseparable for years. Barbecues in the backyard. Weekend road trips. Game nights. There was no reason to doubt the foundation of their triangle. No cracks. No secrets. Until it all started to unravel. Chapter 2: Her smile changed. It was a subtle shift. Sarah's goodnight kisses became shorter. Her phone was suddenly always face down. She laughed harder at Derek's jokes than at Evan's, and her eyes lingered on him a little too long. One evening, Evan came home early from work, surprising Sarah in the kitchen. She jumped and quickly locked her phone. He brushed it off, telling himself not to be paranoid. But the signs added up. Derek stopped coming around as often. When Evan invited him over, he made excuses. Busy at work, seeing someone new, not feeling great. Something was wrong. Evan could feel it in his gut. Chapter 3: Caught in the Act. It happened on a Wednesday. Evan had stayed late at the office but left earlier than planned. He stopped at Sarah's favorite Thai place, thinking he'd surprise her with dinner. As he pulled into the driveway, he noticed a familiar motorcycle parked across the street. Derek's bike. Confused, Evan stepped inside the house. It was quiet, too quiet. He heard faint laughter upstairs. He climbed the steps slowly, careful not to make a sound. As he approached the bedroom, he heard Sarah's voice, low and intimate. I can't keep lying to him. Then Derek. He doesn't have to know. Evan's heart dropped. He pushed the door open a crack. And there they were. Together. Wrapped in each other. He didn't make a scene. He closed the door, walked back down the stairs, and left the house. He didn't cry until he got back in the car. Shattered glass. The next morning, Evan confronted Sarah. I saw you, he said, voice hoarse, broken. Last night. You and Derek. She froze. Then her face collapsed into guilt and tears. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. How long? Almost 6 months. He sat down at the kitchen table, numb. With him? My best friend. I didn't plan it. I was lonely. You were always working. Derek, he listened. Evan stood up. Don't you dare blame this on me. I'm not. I'm just saying, it wasn't just about sex. I love him. That hurt more than anything. Chapter 5: Fallout. Evan moved out that weekend and stayed in a small furnished apartment downtown. He didn't speak to Derek. Sarah texted occasionally, apologies, updates, guilt-soaked paragraphs that he stopped reading after the first week. The divorce moved quickly. He told no one what had really happened. His co-workers assumed it was mutual. His parents thought they had grown apart. Only his younger sister, Michelle, knew the truth. Come stay with me in Denver for a bit, she offered. He didn't go. Not yet. Instead, he threw himself into work and started therapy. He stopped drinking. Started running. 1 mile, then 3, then 5. The pain didn't go away, but he carried it better. Chapter 6: Reappearance. 3 months after the divorce was finalized, Derek called. I need to talk to you, he said. About what? Everything. I owe you more than just silence. They met at a neutral place, an old bar they used to frequent in college. Evan sat across from Derek, watching the man who used to be his brother in all but blood. He looked older, worn down. I messed up, Derek began. No kidding. I fell in love with her. I didn't plan to. I swear. You had 9 years to respect our marriage. You were the only person I trusted with her. I know. And I'll regret it forever. Evan stared at him, expressionless. I hope you do. He stood up, tossed a few bills on the table, and walked away. Healing begins. Months passed. The seasons changed. And slowly, Evan did too. He met someone, Rachel. A marketing consultant with red hair and a wicked sense of humor. She didn't try to replace Sarah. She asked questions, listened, and never pushed. With her, there was no pretending. It wasn't love at first sight. But it was safe. Steady. Real. One night, over wine, she asked him, "If you could say one thing to her now, what would it be?" He thought about it. "I'd thank her," he said, "for showing me who they really were, and who I could be without them." Chapter 8, a new chapter. Sarah and Derek eventually moved in together. They posted pictures, vacations, dinner dates, selfies with cheesy captions. But Evan didn't care anymore. He had changed jobs, moved to a new neighborhood, and filled his life with things that gave him peace. He started mentoring young professionals and even joined a weekend hiking group. On the 1-year anniversary of the divorce, he took a solo trip to Montana. Just him, the mountains, and silence. No noise, no lies, no broken promises. And for the first time in a long time, he felt free. Chapter 9, Closure. One day, while walking through a bookstore, Evan bumped into Derek. They locked eyes. Both froze. "You look good," Derek said awkwardly. "I am." A pause. "How's Sarah?" "She left. Moved to Seattle. Said she needed space." Evan nodded. "Maybe it wasn't real love after all." "Maybe." Another pause. "I'm sorry," Derek said again. Evan looked at him, really looked at him. The once charming, larger-than-life friend now looked small. Fragile. "I forgive you," Evan said. "But that doesn't mean we're friends." He turned and walked away, feeling lighter with every step. Final chapter, Peace. Evan married Rachel 2 years later. It wasn't a fairy tale. It was better, it was honest. He never forgot what happened with Sarah and Derek. But it no longer defined him. He had rebuilt his life brick by brick, scar by scar. Not every betrayal destroys you. Some set you free.